welcome back to the NFA Review channel. SHOT Show 2017 is finally over, thank God. We did a lot of video interviews, a lot of giveaways, but now it's back to normal programming. We're going to start this year out with the Dakota Tactical D54-N. A lot of you guys have seen this on my social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Well, not YouTube. Everybody's been asking about it. I apologize for the delay, but we've been running and gunning this thing for a long time to get used to it so we can give you a really good review on it. So we did film already the range portion of this around Christmas, hence the Die Hard Christmas theme. So yep, we're a little off timeline here, but not a big deal because it's still a kick-ass movie and you'll watch it any time of the year anyway. So without further ado, let's go ahead and break down some specs on this bad boy. The D54-N ships with a 30-round magazine from Germany and a 6-pouch soft case here for the gun. It also comes with the Dakota Tactical M-Lock handguard, which is really nice, by the way, and an R shipped as a pistol, so it came with a rear cap with a little sling nub on here. So you can use it in the meantime, throw a sling on here, compress it forward to shoot a lot easier than just holding it like a handgun. But those of you all know out there, you're buying this so you can take this off after your Form 1 comes back and throw a stock on it. All right, before we dig too deep into some details, let me give you some context on the Mp5 platform. So this was developed back in the 1960s and went into production in 1966. Still in production today, used by over 40 countries with over 100 variants. Guys, that's pretty impressive. I mean, if you look at it, it even looks relevant still. It looks like it's supposed to be here in this day and age. I don't know when your love affair started with the Mp5, but mine definitely started with Die Hard, hence the intro. I'm 32 years old, so that's where it fell on my timeline. Many of you that are older, younger, I don't care what movie it was in, this gun rocks. Part of the problem with owning an Mp5 these days is they're unobtainium. Unless you're Mark Serbu and have a real one, or a police agency or government agency, you cannot import a real Mp5, and the machine gun registry is closed. So basically what Dakota Tactical did is give you a very high quality build. It's a low production run. They put a lot of love into every gun. They take their time with it, which is very apparent. And they all come 922R compliant and are all full auto ready. So the sears drop right in and you're ready to rock and roll. Many of you know that HK now ships a sporting version of this over to the United States. It's not full auto ready. You got to cut and weld things. The barrel is a flush mount K barrel, so you can't even run a can on it. So, but you know, they have to follow the importation mark rules, and they couldn't get past them. So, if you want the best, word is on the street, on the forums, you save up and you go with Dakota Tactical. So with that being said, let's take a closer look on why that is. The overall length comes in at 17.5 inches. It has a 8.85 inch barrel with a 1 in 10 twist, 6 right hand groove. The barrel is 3 lug, and it does have the 1/2x28 threads underneath, hence the Navy designation. Moving back, we have the Modular Handguard from Dakota Tactical, which you can buy if you have another brand Mp5 at home. Has M-Lock on it. And moving back here, we have the push button release, as well as the anti-rattle paddle already installed that the HK doesn't come with. And then moving back, we have another sling stud in the back. We have one in the front. Diopter sights as usual. And then it comes with a beautifully welded top piece 1913 Picatinny rail from Dakota Tactical, already welded on it, so you can throw some optics on it. All this wrapped in a very beautiful finish. So what they do is they actually parkerize the whole gun, and then they throw a HK black Duracoat top coat on it. And I can say without a doubt, we've had this for about a year, super durable paint job. This was used at 2 of my shoots. You run so hot, you couldn't even touch it. We had to set it down. It was set on hot shell casings, a wood table. The paint looks great to this day. So kudos to them for doing it right. Disassembly of a Mp5 might seem intimidating the first time you pick one up, but everybody at home, if you have an AR-15, super simple. Push this pin out, pops out the rear side. your stock and or butt cap come off. Remove the recoil rod assembly. The lower half will come off of the receiver and your bolt assembly comes out the top. That's it. Then you have your main. This is as far as this needs to break down. Jesus, this is dirty. We got to clean this thing like for real, but we won't do it on film. Just throwing a patch through here, guys, just like any other barrel. Clean your lower. I'll show you how to break that down here in a second. Clean your recoil rod and then your bolt head assembly. Jonathan, you really got to do something about this. Super dirty. So that's it, guys. Breaks apart, super simple. It's not intimidating. So let's move on to the fire control pack, shall we? Take out the pack for cleaning or to put in a full auto kit. Put it to the 90-degree point, just straight up. The cross block will come straight out, and then you can remove the pack. That's it. That's as simple as it is. This is the semi-automatic pack. I'm going to go ahead and grab the full auto pack out of the D54-N off the shelf and throw it in here so we can legally show you what it looks like with the stock installed. All right, we're going to do the old fun pack switcheroo here. Super easy. We have the other one out. Then all you do is drop in your registered sear. Bada bing. Put in your selector, 90 degrees up. God, my hands are filthy. Let me wiggle it around here, guys. All right, and then compress it in. That's it. That's all there is to it. Now this is ready to go, and I can install it on a gun. God, I am like completely covered in crap right now. Good to know it still runs like a top though, huh, Jonathan? Mm-hmm. There you go. Throw on your new fun switch lower. And we're going to slide this collapsible stock on here. Just like that. Easy peasy. Ready to rock and roll, baby. When I was doing research on the Dakota Tactical prior to this review, I noticed there were no direct comparisons to an actual real factory HK Mp5. And I just happen to have one in hand, so yeah. When you first pick up the Dakota, you immediately know that it's something that somebody took a lot of time, put a lot of love into. And that's very apparent by looking at the welds. And we can compare that here with the HK. If you look at the welds on the front of the magazine welds, you know, the HK works. There's nothing wrong with the HK, okay? It's a mass-produced gun. It works very well. But the Dakota Tactical had more love and time put into it. Moving on down to the rear sights, again, a little bit more time was put in the Dakota Tactical. Now, do the welds make a difference functionally? No, not here, not on the mag well. It just looks better. And if you're paying the price point that we are here with the Dakota, then you're going to want it to look as good as it shoots. Moving along to the top of the cocking tubes here, again, I know I sound like a broken record here, guys, but I don't even need to label this with titles, and I guarantee you guys can pick from a crowd which one is the Dakota Tactical. I can't compare the top rail because the HK doesn't have a top rail like the convenient one that ships with the Dakota here. You would have to do an old school claw mount on here. It works, but it doesn't look pretty. All right, the whole point of the comparison here was to eliminate any reservations you guys had at home with buying a clone of something. In this case, the clone is a better copy than the original, as you just saw. So the Dakota Tactical ships to you 922R compliant, sear ready, ready to rock and roll. And in the world of suppressors like we live in, sounds damn fine because of the delayed roller blowback. You have less gas escaping. This thing runs like a quiet sewing machine. So that being said, let's go ahead and rock and roll. All right, well, we made it out to the range today. We're gonna have some fun. This is arguably one of the funnest guns to shoot. We're gonna try it in a couple configurations for you guys. I'm gonna start with the pistol and try my luck at accuracy. We're at about 25 yards, give or take. I got some shoot steel down range. I'm gonna shoot some groups with the cap on it, shoot some groups with the stock on it, and yeah, let's find out what works, and more importantly, let's have some fun. All right, I'm gonna use the sling here, kind of push forward, make a makeshift stock. This kind of works. Oh. It's
pretty easy. I'm gonna try it just by holding the magazine kind of closer. Yeah, the gun moves more. I'm gonna try it with the stock, or with the forearm. That's not bad. But this one, I mean, you can really... Nice. All right, let's slow things down here and see if I can put a little group on that head. I think I have about four rounds left. Let's see what I can do here. Yep. Looks from here like I'm shooting a little left, but headshot's pretty easy using the sling method. And now for some NFA science, let's shoot full auto for no other reason than why not. Let's see what I can do. I think I had it like twice, so yeah, not that controllable. Let's throw the stock on it, see how that changes things. All right, we threw the stock on it, aka diehard mode. We're gonna do the same thing. Slow things down a little bit, see if I can get a group on the head there. It looks like I'm shooting a little left. All right, let's quit screwing around here. Seat this mag, it's a full mag. Let's go to full auto. Let's rock out. God, I love this gun. Absolutely love it. Runs like a sewing machine. Beautiful. All right, it's well known that roller locks are the king in the suppressed world, so we moved back to 100 yards through the Omega 9K on it, and we're gonna shoot some Freedom Munitions Hush. We got some 147s and some 165s. We're gonna toy around with it and see just how quiet it gets. All right, I mentioned earlier how this thing is in use all across the world. So let's put the camera down range and see what this sounds like from the bad guy's perspective. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Unfortunately, Nakatomi Plaza wouldn't let us film the intro scene in their lobby, so I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. It was super fun to film, as I'm sure it was to watch. The MP5 just never gets old. It's a classic gun from the 60s till now. It doesn't age. I love this gun. If you want more information on the Dakota Tactical D54, click the description below, and you'll find more information on it, a direct link to the Dakota Tactical website. Another thing, checking those same links, I'm going to have my sponsors and promo codes. Huge shout out to Freedom Munitions, Rubber Dummies, and ShootSteel.com. Their sponsorship makes these videos a lot easier to film and pump out for you guys. Saves me money, and in return, the promo codes below will save you money. So until next time, yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.